The United States is reportedly preparing to offer Russia formal recognition of its control over Crimea and other occupied Ukrainian territories as part of a potential peace framework, according to reports from The Telegraph. Envoys linked to President Donald Trump have engaged in direct talk with Vladimir Putin, raising significant alarm across Europe and deep concerns within Kyiv. Ukrainian officials have warned that no leader possesses the legal authority to surrender sovereign territory, while European allies fear Washington may be prepared to accept Moscow's territorial gains after nearly 4 years of conflict. This proposed shift represents a dramatic reversal of long-standing U.S. policy and could potentially deliver Russia its most significant diplomatic victory since the war began, leaving Ukraine facing unprecedented uncertainty about its future borders and sovereignty. Ukraine's political landscape has been shaken by the resignation of President Volodymyr Zelensky's chief of staff, Andriy Yermak, following raids on his home and office by anti-corruption investigators. Yermak, who served as Ukraine's second most powerful official and lead negotiator in peace talks with the United States, stepped down after authorities launched a $100 million embezzlement investigations tied to wartime energy protection funds and the state nuclear operator Energoatom. Zelensky announced an emergency reshuffle of his presidential office and appointed a new delegation of military and intelligence officials to continue crucial negotiations with Washington. The president warned that Russia was waiting for Ukraine to make internal misstep that could undermine delicate peace discussion, emphasizing that national unity remained essential for survival. Military developments on the battlefield continue to challenge Ukraine's position as Russian forces claim significant advances in the eastern region. Moscow announced the capture of multiple settlements, including Zvanovka, Petrovskoye, Ivanopoly, and Vasyevkovka in Donetsk, reporting heavy losses among Ukrainian mechanized, motorized, and maritime brigades. Simultaneously, Ukrainian troops near Kharkiv have reportedly refused frontline orders, worsening an already difficult defensive situation that lack adequate combat vehicles. The conflict has also seen escalating attacks inside Russian territory, with explosions reported in several cities, including Taganrog, Saratov, and Smolensk, alongside air raid alerts in Novorossiysk, following recent Ukrainian strikes on Russian infrastructure. European security concerns have intensified as Western analysts urge the continent to develop independent defense capabilities amid perceived American unpredictability. Proposals for forming a NATO-style defense bloc independent of the United States face significant obstacles due to internal divisions and fear of escalation, exposing deep strategic weaknesses across the European Union. Lithuania has responded by unveiling major new military infrastructure and confirming indefinite support for United States forces stationed on its territory, including year-round deployment of more than 1,000 American troops and rotational HIMARS missile units. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte has warned that the alliance cannot be naive about evolving threats from Russia and China's growing activity in the Arctic, declaring that all allies must now consider themselves frontline states in an increasingly volatile security environment. Britain faces mounting domestic pressures as its government liquidated diplomatic assets to address severe financial constraint while simultaneously confronting energy security challenges. The Labour government has been forced to sell embassies, luxury residence, and diplomatic posts worldwide as the nation's soft power diminished amid competing priorities. Energy Minister Michael Shanks has pledged to do whatever it takes to protect energy security after advisors warn of serious gas shortfall by 2030 if declining North Sea supplies are not replaced and infrastructure upgraded. Meanwhile, Denmark has established a special night watch unit to monitor Donald Trump's late-night statements following his renewed push to bring Greenland under American control, with Copenhagen strengthening Arctic defense and doubling diplomatic staff in Washington to counter what it views as a direct threat to its sovereignty. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you have unlocked the truth. I want to ask you a quick question though. With reports suggesting the US may recognize Russian control over Crimea as part of a peace deal, and Ukraine's political leadership facing corruption scandals that weaken their negotiating position, do you think Western powers are abandoning Ukraine's territorial integrity for the sake of ending a prolonged conflict? Or is this a pragmatic approach to secure whatever concessions can still be achieved before Russia strengthens its position further? And why? Join the debate. We want to hear your insightful opinion on where this is all heading in our community. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I appreciate your support. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Like the video, share this video with friends and family, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.